Hello children, we are learning about some basic concepts in chemistry and we learned up to what is atomic mass, molecular mass and formula mass. Okay, today you have gone to market and bought some bangles. Let it be a dozen. After reaching home, you counted it one by one. There will be 12 in numbers. Here, dozen is a unit of measurement which simplifies the quantity of 12 numbers. Likewise, we use score to denote 20 items and gross for 144 items. Likewise, we use the idea of mole to count particles at the microscopic level. That is, atoms, molecules, electrons, etc. That are particles at the microscopic level. Mole is the amount of substance that contains as many particles as there are atoms in exactly 12 gram of the carbon 12 isotope. In SI system, mole is represented as mole, that is MOL, and it is the seventh base quantity in SI system. Now the question is, what is the value of mole? 1 mole represents 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 of entities like atoms, molecules, protons, electrons and ions. That is, 1 mole is equal to 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 particles. Again, 1 mole is equal to 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 particles. This number is known as Avogadro's constant. Okay, and it is represented with the symbol capital letter N. The name was given in honor of Amadeo Avogadro. Note that 1 mole of a substance always contains the same number of entities irrespective of the identity and kind of substance. That is, 1 mole of hydrogen atom is equal to 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 hydrogen atoms. And also 1 mole of water molecule is equal to 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 water molecules. That is, I have told you that 1 mole of a substance always contains the same number of entities irrespective of the identity and kind of substance. As I told, mole is used to count the particles such as electrons, protons, molecules, etc. We must indicate the nature of the entity in the observation. That is, saying 1 mole of hydrogen is incorrect. So, we have to specify the entity. That is 1 mole of hydrogen atoms or molecules. You have to specify whether it is atoms, molecules, protons, electrons, etc. Now we will learn what is molar mass. The mass of 1 mole of a substance in grams is called its molar mass. The unit of molar mass is gram per mole. The molar mass is in grams is numerically equal to atomic or molecular mass or formula mass in U. That is, to calculate the molar mass of a compound, add the atomic or molecular or formula mass in U of all the elements in that compound. For example, let us calculate the molar mass of water. We know that water is H2O. The atomic mass of hydrogen is 1.008 and the atomic mass of oxygen is 16.0. Now let us calculate the molar mass of water. Water is H2O, that is 2 hydrogen, 2 into 1.008 plus the atomic mass of oxygen. By calculating, we will get it as 18.02 gram per mole. We know that formula mass of sodium chloride, that is NaCl, is 58.5 grams. Hence, molar mass of sodium chloride is equal to 58.5 gram per mole. Now we can solve some problems using dimensional analysis or factor label method. First question is, how many molecules are in 3.00 moles of nitrogen? We know that 1 mole is equal to 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 molecules. Using dimensional analysis, we can write 1 moles N2 divided by 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 moles N2 is equal to 1. That is equal to 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 molecules of nitrogen divided by 1 mole of nitrogen. That is, to know the molecules in 3.00 moles of nitrogen, we can write 3 moles nitrogen into 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 molecules divided by 1 moles of nitrogen. By calculation, we get it as 1.81 into 10 raised to 24 molecules. Second question is, how many moles of sodium are in 1.10 into 10 raised to 23 atoms? We know 1 mole is equal to 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 atoms. Using dimensional analysis, we can write 1.10 into 10 raised to 23 atoms into 1 mole of sodium divided by 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 atom of sodium. By calculation, we get it as 0.182 moles of sodium. Next question is, how many grams are in 31.5 liter of nitrogen gas at STP? STP is standard temperature pressure. We know 1 mole is equal to 22.4 liter, and in conversion of mole to grams, 1 mole is equal to molar mass. Here it is 1 mole is equal to 28.0 grams. Therefore, by using dimensional analysis, we can write 31.5 liter into 1 mole divided by 22.4 liter into 28.0 gram divided by 1 mole, and by calculation we get the result as 39.4 grams. Next is percentage composition. It is important to know the percentage of the particular element present in a compound. This provides the information on the purity of a given sample. Percentage composition or mass percentage of an element can be written as mass of that element in the compound divided by molar mass of the compound into 100. Now let us take an example of water. Water has hydrogen and oxygen as its constituents. The percentage composition of both of these elements can be calculated. Now we can calculate the percentage composition of ethanol. Molar mass of ethanol is calculated, and hence mass percentage of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen are also calculated using the equation of percentage composition, that is equal to mass of that element in the compound divided by molar mass of the compound into 100. How did scientists attain the formula for water? Or how the scientists know about its constituents? To find the answer for all these questions, we have to know that the chemical formula of a compound is derived from two parts, that is empirical formula. Second one is molecular formula. Empirical formula is the first one. It is the simplest whole number ratio of various atoms present in a compound. Empirical formula is the simplest whole number ratio of various atoms present in a compound. For example, empirical formula of water, that is H2O. This indicates that 2 hydrogen atoms are present for each oxygen atom. Similarly, the empirical formula for glucose is CH2O. That is, carbon is 1, hydrogen is 2 and oxygen is 1. The ratio is 1:2:1. Note that the empirical formula only indicates the atomic ratio of the elements present in one molecule of the compound. Now let us look at molecular formula. It is defined as the exact number of different types of atoms present in a molecule of a compound. In the case of water, the molecular formula is same as the empirical formula, that is H2O. In case of glucose, the molecular formula is C6H12O6. The empirical formula of glucose is CH2O. That is, carbon. Now, I will ask you some questions. That is, how did scientists attain the formula for water? Or how the scientists know about its constituents? To find the answer for all these questions, we have to know that the chemical formula of a compound is derived from two parts. One part is empirical formula and the second is molecular formula. First one is empirical formula. It is the simplest whole number ratio of various atoms present in a compound. For example, empirical formula of water is H2O. This indicates that 2 hydrogen atoms are present for each oxygen atom. Similarly, the empirical formula of glucose is CH2O. That is 1:2:1. Note that the empirical formula only indicates the atomic ratio of the elements present in one molecule of the compound. Now let us look at the molecular formula. It is defined as the exact number of different types of atoms present in a molecule of a compound. In the case of H2O, the molecular formula is same as the empirical formula. That is, H2O is the molecular formula for water. In the case of glucose, the molecular formula is C6H12O6. The empirical formula for glucose is CH2O. That is, in the molecular formula of glucose, there are 6 carbon atom, 12 hydrogen atom and 6 oxygen atom. From that, we can say that the molecular formula is the integral multiple of empirical formula. We can write molecular formula is equal to n into empirical formula. Here, n is any integer and we can find the value of n from the equation n is equal to molecular mass divided by empirical formula mass. Empirical formula mass is the sum of the atomic masses of the atoms present in the empirical formula of the compound. Here is an example. To find the molecular formula of a compound, we have given the empirical formula of the compound, that is CH2. The empirical formula mass of CH2 is equal to 12 plus 2 into 1.0, that is equal to 14.0 gram mole. Let us consider that we know molecular mass is equal to 28 gram mole. From that we can find N is equal to 28 divided by 14, that is equal to 2. From that molecular formula can be found by using the equation N into empirical formula, that is equal to N into CH2. That will be the result, that is C2H4.